me something sweet, I'll pillow talk you through the night. Whispers to your heart and turn to kisses in your dreams. And once we in them seats, you won't never wanna leave.
You got me breaking all the rules because I'd rather be with you. I said I'd rather be with you, rather be it too. Can't get too comfortable, I gotta play it cool. I've been stuck inside the cycle, I've been really in a loop. And every time I try to go, it's obvious and still is true. There's a string tied around my pinky ring and I don't know who it is to. But I like what I'm feeling with you, girl I can't lie, wanna see what it do. Baby, I'm loving the way that you look at the kid when you heat it and get in the mood. Call me whatever, I'm fucking with you. More than addicted, I'm going to the moon. And I've been high and seeking, still I can't get loose. Won't let me leave, keep trying to pull me back to you. Girl, you got me going and I can't stand and play the fool. You got me breaking all the rules because I'd rather be with you. And I've been high and seeking, still I can't get loose. Won't let me leave, keep trying to pull me back to you. Girl, you got me going and I can't stand and play the fool. You got me breaking all the rules because I'd rather be with you.
Boy, let's be honest. Told you from the jump that you can't buy this. You'll get addicted if I let you bite it. Ooh. Now I'm at your place, screaming out your name. Baby, that string around your pinky is for me. Can't forget it, I'm willing to come and jog your memory. Riding, diving, going deep. You can run, but you can't hide, cause I'm about to see.
And I've been high and seeking, still I can't get loose. Won't let me leave, keep trying to pull me back to you. Girl, you got me going and I can't stand and play the fool. You got me breaking all the rules because I'd rather be with you. And I've been high and seeking, still I can't get loose. Won't let me leave.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Let me see. Sorry, you guys. We're having TikTok difficulties. It's like I really just want to take TikTok and just sometimes.
What you want to do?
Just if you could just grab it by the neck and shake it, shaking baby syndrome or something.
Ooh. Oh my goodness. I don't like to hear that.
I'm just like,
girl.
I'm not like, listen, I'm not saying that's what I would do to a baby. I'm just saying,
don't put babies in it.
This is really pissing me off. TikTok, yes. Okay, so I mean, it is, but it's not live. Like, what in the actual? Oh my God. Why? Let me minimize this.
I'm getting a little greeny apple. Trying to see what else I taste from.
Somebody wanna? Because I know technically, at this point,
it's real good, right?
Well, welcome to book club, guys.
I like it.
How y'all been?
How you been?
It's fall, y'all.
It's fall. I'm glad it's fall. Bring out the sweaters, the hats, the jackets, the layers.
Yeah. The outfits definitely are it.
The cold weather. It's definitely cold out here.
Oh,
it ain't doing
cold
okay.
yet.
It's not cold yet.
Good.
I love fall. Like, this is like my favorite season. Like, the outfits. Like, this is who this is the when you see who can actually dress. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Like,
I already said that.
How you putting this together? Like,
summertime, you just throw on what you
want. The
it's
dresses.
Hot.
The
you don't want nothing on.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but
T-shirts and my pants. Mm-hmm.
Oh goodness.
Sorry, y'all just made me think of a song.
Well, wintertime, you have to layer.
All right, so couldn't
but
go
they
live.
said we don't have the cold weather.
I don't even what network
here in New York.
It's chill.
I mean, it's not.
We get a little chill.
You can put a jacket on.
Chill.
Yeah.
Y'all don't want that biting cold we get up there.
Yeah, no, it's
y'all
not.
Don't want that.
Not the same. Does not feel good.
Me and Shani is matching, by the way.
Yeah, y'all.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
and then we y'all
You
look.
should talk
Everybody
about it.
has on like some brown except me. Okay, because I just gotta pop out and show. Let me stop. But anyways. So I guess we're just gonna leave. TikTok is just gonna have to. I don't know what TikTok is gonna have to do. I'm just gonna have to maybe figure this out later. But welcome to book club. This is actually going to be the last book club of the season. Yes, but we're gonna take it out with a bang, like Halloween. Let me make sure.
Someone say Halloween.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like this is a magical book. And, I think I know what I'm going to do for Halloween. I'm going to be Zaylee. That's her name, right? Zaylee. Yes, Zaylee. Or Amari. Because, I like this whole book or whatever. So what I'm going to do, because it's been a lot going on. But I'm going to go ahead and try to pull up our game. Nope, that's not what I'm doing.
I'm always scared of the game.
Girl, it's not scary, okay? It's not scary.
Did you make it a Halloween?
No, I wish I thought of that, but
is
it
PG?
Oh my God.
Is the game PG?
Yes, it's PG, of course.
It's a PG game. Thank you.
Where's the sound? Okay, so I guess there's no sound for this one. True or false is the game we about to play. Okay, right. So round one, the Magi powers were taken away after King Sauron's raid. True or false?
True.
That's the easy one. Honestly, I feel like it's false, and the reason being is the only came after because he had to get rid of. Well, because he had to get rid of the magic.
I'm gonna say true.
He got rid of the magic first, and then he went and raided. Right?
Yes, because he wouldn't have been able to raid them if they had their magic. Yeah, and that's why she kept talking about her mom. Yeah, but based on this, is wanting to gonna say true, right? So it's together, but I feel it's false, right? All right. So multiple choice. I just so mad that the music didn't, but y'all ain't gonna lie, rush this game. What color is the mark that shows someone has magic? Gold, silver, white, or red?
Isn't it white? I thought it was white.
I thought they said silver.
Was it silver?
I remember like something.
It's either white or silver. I know that. It's something like that.
And I feel like this was a trick question.
Yeah, for sure. Because I'm like, it's either white or silver. I know for sure.
I felt like it.
So, hello, hey, who's Polad Hamza? We're good. Oh, she's from Russia. Hi.
Okay.
Oh, we're in Russia, y'all.
Right.
Bots,
Good.
listen. Let me stop. Botsviania, whatever. All right, it's
See,
white.
Okay.
Yeah,
go
but
check
it's not a mark. It's their hair.
Yeah.
Their hair is white.
Mhm.
All right. Which major theme best represents Zaylee's journey? Love conquers all. The struggle of freedom and identity. Revenge is sweet. Technology versus tradition.
Why it went so fast?
I know.
I
It's
had to think about that.
Yeah.
but
I mean, I can.
B. I don't know.
I say
Say
B.
B.
I'm
I
not
said
going with
B.
the love. I'm not going with
Yeah,
the
not
Definitely
with the
not.
love at all.
I mean, it was love in there.
Y'all got to guess these games because we are failing.
This
I'm failing. I do not have a passing grade. I
is
didn't
behind.
pay attention to these details.
That's not even on. What you
But,
call?
I mean, it's behind too, so it's playing. But.
I mean, it's playing, but it's not making us go live. The struggle for freedom and identity.
Yeah.
Okay.
All
Okay,
right.
yeah.
Yeah. Y'all did that fast. Let's see if it let us go live again. Cause dang. All right. Power, justice, and division. How do struggles in children of blood and bone reflect the divisions that we see in today's society? And that's our discussion. That's how we're gonna start our book club. And I can go back to my book club game for us so we can actually see the question on our end. Just to think about it. Again, power, justice, and division. How do the struggles in children of blood and bone reflect the divisions that we see in today's society? Anybody want to answer that question? Who been on TikTok lately? Because TikTok has been flooding me with what's going on in the White House. Like I think Fox News, what is it? CBS, Fox News, ABC. One of them are no longer reporting from the Pentagon. So they've been doing it for 60 years. And so now we have no idea what they're doing as far as our military forces. That's one thing. The second thing is the rights that they're trying to take away from women to be able to get a job, have a bank account, and all these things. Their freedom of speech. Yeah, freedom of speech. Women rights was already taken away as far as Roe versus Wade being overturned. A lot of the justice, the Supreme Court system is reversing a lot of affirmative action and a whole bunch of other stuff. Just basically everything that has progressed us, and I'm going to use air quotes, that has progressed or moved us forward is now being unraveled here in the United States.
Before we do that, can we pause?
Mhm.
I don't even think we introduced the book, what we're discussing. So this is from someone's first time viewing.
Yes.
Welcome.
There we go. That's why we got to always have someone that keep us straight.
Welcome.
Yes. So let's go down the line. Yeah.
I'm Shani, and today's book club, we're reviewing Children of Blood and Bone by Tomi Adeyemi. So welcome if it's your first time, but we're going to be discussing this book, and so the themes from the book, if you read the book with us. If not, you should get it and read it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm Sierra.
Who are you?
I'm pissed. Sorry. I'm Desiree, and I'm sorry. I'm just TikTok is just I'm Desiree.
I'm Jasmine. Nice to meet you all.
Yes,
Thank you
to
for
the club.
showing up. Thank you for being here, whether you're watching it live or watching it after the fact. Thank you for your view, and I hope you come back and join us again.
So before we jump into drawing parallels, comparisons to what's going on in current political environment, can we just say this book, the category was science fiction. And so before we started, I had to say, I don't know that this is what I thought sci-fi was. Mm-hmm. But that could be my bias. I thought sci-fi had to do with space aliens. So picking up this book and reading this book, I think I was reading it under the guise of, okay, it's a sci-fi book and we were going to get to some science fiction. So I didn't necessarily consider this science fiction, but that's how it was categorized. But I think sometimes when people don't know how to describe something, they just try to fit it into a category. And I don't know necessarily that I would say this is a science fiction book.
But I guess what makes science fiction, right? Because when we look at science fiction, it's something to a degree that's not from the definition that I think of science fiction is something that's not actually
right. It's beyond the realm of reality.
And even though and I know we talked about this briefly before we got on, that in our community, and now a lot of it is being spread everywhere about spirituality and mysticism, that, okay, maybe this is truth, but no one is spitting fire and turning into fire, right? No one is taking their hands and bending metal, stuff like that. So that's not something that we're actually able to do. Now, if and when that happens, Lord, I want a power and I want a good one.
but is it cultural? Because if you think about, the book talks about Yoruba, so I feel like kind of set in Nigeria. And if you think about ancestral, right, what's passed down ancestral, a lot of that has been lost to Black Americans. But if you think about what our ancestors believed and being connected to the gods, connection to the earth, healing, magic, incantations. So these things might seem far-fetched in American society, but I just didn't read it that way, because there's people now who believe in voodoo, blood magic, whether you agree with it or not. I don't see that outside of the realm of current day reality. It might not be popular culture, it might not be American culture, but it can be culture in societies. Being connected, magic, witch doctors, or whatever you want to call them, but people who were connected to whatever deity they believed in, or gods that they worship to help heal people within their community. So if you want to talk about indigenous tribes here in the U.S., I just didn't see this as science fiction. I didn't feel like it was far-fetched.
Yeah, I mean, the only parts, like, because when I originally, when we voted or had, community vote for the book, originally, we had some comments that said they wouldn't categorize this as science fiction. And upon reading into the book and, hearing about, the powers and stuff like that, I thought, okay, well, maybe this is science fiction and I want to read it. Now, I will say I personally loved this book, like all 17 hours. Like I even listened to the epilogue, the prelude, the epilogue. I was like, there has to be more. And then I found out that there's a sequel. I think it's a Blood and Vengeance. And wait, wasn't that one of the questions? Oh my God!
Oh yeah, don't jump ahead.
And then I found out that there's actually a live action film being produced, and it'll be released in 2027. So they're in pre-production now. Okay. So I said, okay. And then I was like, wait, hold up. Are we in 2025, 2026? And I was like, oh shoot, we're in 2025. So I'm thinking it's next year, but I'm not trying to speed up my life. No, I'm not. I don't want to see but anyway, so
but we could make that connection. But I do want to say, like, if you had not, I guess more of a question, if you hadn't read the epilogue where she talks about like what kind of motivated her to write this book and what we were going through in our society, would you have drawn those connections yourself?
I mean, well, I honestly felt like okay, that's a great question.
So we can jump into the question, but I want to make sure, like, because I read it, and until I got to the end of the book where she kind of talked about it. I mean, yeah, I was drawing some of those connections myself, but no, I wouldn't have thought like what she explained it.
Well, the way that I thought about it, because y'all know I'm always thinking of how this stuff relates to life, right? Because I was thinking about the theme of this entire year. Like every book that we've kind of picked have been some type of magic, or like not even necessarily like a magic, but like embracing your power, coming into power, right? Or, even like Before I Go to Sleep, or The Devil with the Blue Dress, like all of them had some type of theme, like in this year, like just recognizing and stepping into your power. So as far as even this book, I was like, okay, this is different. How does this, how do I feel about this book? And I asked myself that a lot while reading it. And all I could think about was what's going on right now. Like as far as everything that's like, we could talk about Handmaid's Tale, we could talk about all of that, but it's like, if we know this, right? And they say a lot of times that they put the truth, they visually provide us the truth all the time. If it's via media, movies, radio, music, or whatever, the truth has always been in our face, but we choose to look at it as entertainment and not, you know, what if and how would we and stuff like that. So I saw recently they had the Kingsman March or protest, and you know, it was a lot of talk about what was going on at this protest and how it wasn't really a protest. It was just a gathering, right? And but it was like 2 hours, and they were like, the question was, what are we doing? Like, what are we protesting? Like, who put this on? Like, it almost reminded me of like the Black Lives Matter movement. If you guys aren't familiar with the Black Lives Matter movement, there was, and it goes back into Cambridge Analytica. It's a whole thing. And it's not even a conspiracy theory, y'all. It is literally, y'all go to Netflix and y'all go watch the, what was it called? Oh, Cambridge Analytica. I can't remember the name right now, but I will post it. It literally talks about the election, the 22, I think, was it two? When did Trump just first got elected? Was it 2014? 2016, when he that election, it talks about all of that. It talks about your data, everything that you have on, everything that social media has collected on you, your phone has collected on you. Like, it shows all of these things, and it talks about, it shows just all of the things, right? So I'm thinking of, like, going back to the original question, y'all, because I know I'm saying a lot because I just feel so much came to me when I was thinking about this. It's like, the question is, what would you do, or what should we do in this time right now? Like, if we see and we feel a way, should we do that? And then I want to pose the question to the Black community, right? And the Black community specifically, because, like, is this really our war, right? Like, is this really, how is all of this really affecting us? And is it going to affect us? Like, when we look at, well, I mean, yeah, there's people talking about taking your money out of the banks right now. They're like, get your money out the banks, because when we look at keeping your cash, because we look at the Great Depression and we looked at why we weren't affected hugely by that is because we did not have money in the bank. We were not allowed systematically to put our money with their money. So it didn't necessarily affect us as much. During that time, we had the Harlem Renaissance. We were thriving. I think towards the end, and there has been, some of the white benefactors weren't able to benefact because of their loss, but for the most part, we thrived. So then my question is, because of Black people, are we going to thrive yet again in a mess or a shit show that has nothing to do with this, but everything to do with us?
I mean, I'll answer I don't know if this is going to answer your question, but I think anytime that before you come up with a solution, you need to understand the root cause of the problem. Mm-hmm. Like, you need to identify what the problem is, and, making a connection with the book. If you think about Saran and what drove him, like, what was his motivation? It was fear. Mm-hmm. It was fear. It was fear of what would happen if the Magi had their power. Like, was it a founded fear? Was it because of one situation? Like, fear. And that is something that I will, say kind of parallels our president. Is, if you think about his campaigns, why did he win the first time? Why did he win the second time? He operates from fear. He stokes fear in people. Okay. And that is how Saran got his people to be okay with the brutality, right, of murdering people and burning down their homes. And that it was fear-based. Mm-hmm. It was motivation through fear. And that is something that I do feel is what is going on now, regardless of what the topic is, because these are only my opinions. Mm-hmm. Only my opinions. So some of the things that you brought up, right? Abortion. My opinion is, yes, Christian, yes, we should not be murdering children. But, however, that is people's own decision. It's their decision. Everyone's not a Christian. We live in a country where people are of lots of different religions or no religions whatsoever. So who are we to then impress upon them or tell them that they have to obey Christian values. So
also on top of that, you have to make sure that those children are being taken care of because you want them to be on this earth, but who's going to take care of them?
But is it really fair? Is it really about what they hide behind the Bible and this is what the Bible says?
I'm not even saying about the Bible.
Fear, or is it about fear of their population is decreasing?
I mean,
their population is declining. Like your women are now not only in the home, being stay-at-home moms, they're going out in a career, they're not having children or having children much later. So I really don't think it has anything to do with us. I think it has to do with white women not having children. And that is what I think the abortion fight is about. They're trying to grow their numbers. There's power in numbers. Again, if you're operating from a place of fear that your numbers are dwindling, same thing. Why do they want to kick all of the immigrants out of the country? The country is becoming more brown. And we can have a baby all different colors. A white woman only
make white.
Like she can only make white. She can only make white. So what do you do when you're fearful of numbers of people who are not like you, fear-based, not part of Saran's tribe? What do you do?
Yeah, and you saw
imprison them, kill them, kick them out the country, right?
Lock
Encourage
them
your
up.
people to I just feel like a lot of things are fear-based in our country. A lot of things are fear-based. They try to motivate through fear. So that is one parallel I would draw from the book to present time. And
so then going into another question, because you did say something, because when we're looking at King Saran, but let's look at Enon, right? Enon and his complex feelings of following what he was told to believe by his father, but now realizing that he himself has magic. And so now he's torn between his duty to his father, or, you know, what is the word I'm looking for? Him wanting to be accepted by his father and loved by his father, versus I'm magic, knowing the truth that I'm magic, and I've seen what magic could do. I've seen the good in magic, and I've also seen the horrors in magic, because he was with it's for real, you know, until the man, you know, turned his whole self on. Like basically, he was like a ball of fire, and he saw the destruction that his father had imprinted into his mind. Yeah. Like that's when it was like, okay, yeah. I was with it, but I saw what that did. It took out a whole village. It took out 3 platoons of soldiers. And, you know, I get that they were defending themselves, but I see what could happen if something can happen. And then even Zelie with her brother, when she got mad, when she got upset, she didn't do it on purpose. She just, you know, happened, you know, to be upset and did it. And then also him with what's her name? Kaya. You know, so it's like my question, going back to my question, is, you know, how do we being complex beings embrace things, right?
It was fear on both sides. I mean, the same thing. Zelly was fearful too because of what she saw happen to her mother, right? Very vividly. So honestly, that about Enon and Zelly were very, very similar. It was still fear-based from different perspectives, but it was fear-based. And back to the fear motivation, part of how you keep people believing bias in your household is that you make the people other. Other, no connection to you. So when people get older, real life, right? And they see the humanity in people that they've been taught all their lives were other and different, not human, no humanity, animals, monsters. And when you get to experience them, a connection point with them, and that you see their humanity, that's when things can turn. But I mean, it still takes time because it's been ingrained in you all through your childhood, right? That people are monsters, that people are animals, that people are violent, that people. So you have to have that encounter experience in yourself. And a lot of times people may not have that. Would Enon have ever had it? If it didn't play out this way, you know, he would have still been living in the palace. He would have been a soldier. He would have rose to his kingship, to his throne. And he may have never had an encounter with a magi, right? To challenge what he was taught all along, to challenge that fear. Same thing with Zelly. What if she had never gotten that close to Amari or whatever? Like she had to work through that. She didn't immediately accept her. You know, so you have to work through that. You have to have those, and I won't just say encounters because it has to go a step further than just meeting someone or having someone as a neighbor or as a classmate. It's like really getting to know them, getting to connect to their humanity. And seeing that it's
other
more about you
perspectives. You have to see other perspectives besides your own and what somebody else told you. You have to listen to what other people have to say and really take it in and be receptive to what they're saying. Because like you say, it's not that simple to just sit there and somebody can be sitting there and just talking to you, looking you in your face. They're not listening.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like you really have to
have those stereotypes on in their head. You have to be open.
That's why I tell people,
both parties.
Right.
Both parties
know
need
people
to be
for
open.
yourself, not just based off other stuff. Like, because how you gonna say you know somebody?
Yeah.
Right.
You have to have a willingness, an open heart, and
like you said, that connection
in him, right?
Right.
And that's why I know, Des, you're bringing this up as far as our people and what our people. It's on both sides. Like this Black children raised with bias too. This Black children raised with bias too. So I think it takes both sides, both parties, to have those experiences to see that not everyone is other, not everyone is against you, not everyone wishes harm to you. Like we all have to have that. It's humanity, and that's what it should boil down to. So I think your original question was like, okay, well, what should we do with it? Like, how does the book help inform us on like what actions we should take going forward in the current political climate? And you know, I had said like, well, we need to understand like the root cause, like where it comes from before we come up with a strategy. Because like you said, you getting out of March, y'all don't have a strategy. What y'all marching for? Like what impact do you think that's going to have? Like, and I think that's another theme in the book, right? What do we say? Collective action in a very intentional direction. So here it was to bring magic back. Right. Like people collecting around a very specific goal. Right. Like this is our intention. We're not just gonna get out of March. Y'all come out of March against king shit. Like what the hell does that mean? Right. Let's be clear. Like it's one thing to be pissed and feel that you want to express yourself, and that's what you went out there to do. You went out just to vent and express yourself. Fine. But I want my action and my energy to be channeled to have impact.
Yeah.
So what's the goal? What actions do we need to take collectively? Because there's power in numbers to reach that goal. Like it can't just be like, oh, we're gonna march, right? And if you take it back to civil rights, and then nobody jumping me because say I'm against marching. Marching is effective, but you have to have a clear mission. Are you trying to integrate the lunch counter? That is a very specific goal that we gonna march about.
Right.
Are we marching about equity on the bus so we can sit where we want to? We're have a very specific goal. Yeah. Like if you don't have a goal in mind that you are trying to follow up with action and consistent action, how long was the bus boycott? Like that was a long time.
It was a long.
Like what are you willing to do? Like getting up and marching a couple hours on a Saturday?
Right.
What
impact do you make?
What you willing to give up? It has to be consistent.
Yeah, and there were other things other than just the march that occurred. Right. So it wasn't just the march. Like there were things that they had to do to make sure that those things happened for what they was marching for. So, and again, like you said, everybody does have to come together. But that's the thing. It has to be a collective. Everybody has to come together. And I think that's the hardest part.
Yeah.
Because even if you're not Black, or because at the end of the day, in my mind, I just feel like right is right and wrong is wrong. You know what I mean? Like it's really that simple. Yeah. But I don't understand why there has to be a fight about why I shouldn't be telling this person what they need to do with their body. Like I think that's insane. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. But like I said, right is right and wrong is wrong. So I don't care about whether you are white or Black in whatever fight it is that you're fighting. It doesn't matter. You just need to make sure that you're doing the right thing. Like, come on, you know what I mean? Like, we're not heathens here. Like, like, let's stop acting like this is crazy. Like, this is, you know what I'm saying? Like, some of the things it don't make sense to me.
Yeah.
You know? So
I'm done with it.
if we could all come together and collectively, you know, have a goal specifically to, and again, we don't even know how this is going to affect us.
We can hope that it don't affect us.
Exactly. But
and I think, and then that's part of the problem too, is if we think or hope that it doesn't affect us, and we sit and we wait, and then we find out that it does affect us, then we could have done something prior to. Because remember, Amari, when she's talking to the people in the tavern, when she meets the rugby players, whatever game they play, and she's like, well, okay, y'all don't want to do this, but just understand that if we don't bring magic back, my dad plans to kill y'all regardless, if magic or not. So would you rather have magic to defend yourself, or would you rather not have magic and get slaughtered? Like you saw what he did the first time, and he's planning on doing it again because of
she was getting the warning.
Yeah, she was like, for real, like, you know, at this point he wants me dead, his own daughter. Straight up. Like when he found out his son protected him, and that man turned and put a blade in his stomach.
That was crazy.
Like he did not care. Like it was like crazy. Like, okay, I used my magic.
You're no son of mine.
I mean, well, okay.
Oh,
well, you know what?
That's a way to tell.
I should have been. I should have been over here with, because at least I look, y'all. My mouth is very uncontrolled today. I'm just letting y'all know I'm not responsible for what comes out of it, but I'm just go ahead and give y'all the warning. But I'd rather been with the girl I'm being laid up with. I'm gonna follow her, because me and my daddy ain't laying up. So why am I following behind you?
Not me and my daddy ain't laying up.
No, we not. So, you know what, sir? You right. I ain't your son. Go ahead. What's not even right. Like, you know what? Because I was just thinking in the whole time in the book that it was gonna be him that took his dad out, not Amari. But Amari, I'm not gonna say she impressed. She was like, you know, at this point, I'm going to probably be the one that's ruling, and I'm going to rule. I want magic.
And that's just the way.
That's just the way it's going to be. I think it's beautiful. You know, and I think it was crazy because she kept talking about things like she wouldn't. What if she didn't do this? And if she would have did this, and she would have did that? Because I think we all talk about what we should have, could have, would have do. But the fact of the matter is, none of this would have happened if he did not kill her friend.
And that's what I was about to say. It was back to, I wasn't shocked that it was Amari, because she had already established the humanity in the Magi because of her relationship with Benty. I think that's how her name was. So no, I wasn't surprised. She had more time. Like she had already made a decision. That's why she left with the scroll to begin with. She risked everything then. She had already made a decision that she chose the humanity of others and to break the lies that had been told to her, or the fear that had been taught to her all her life. She already made that decision way before Enoch. Like he was struggling. He was still struggling with it at the end. After everything he had seen, after feeling like he was falling in love, he still was struggling with the decision to choose the humanity. Even him finding out himself was part of the group. He still struggled with that. He was still, the whole thing he was saying in his head the whole time.
Because it is dad.
Like basically country over or whatever it was that he was saying.
All the things he was told all his life.
He was still struggling with it. Even when faced with the reality that it wasn't true. He still struggled. But that just tells you how strong it is when something is ingrained in you from childhood all your life. Even when confronted with the truth, it's hard to let that go.
It takes time.
Y'all, I'm over TikTok right now because for some reason we're live. I didn't know it, and we're live from my personal account.
How?
I don't understand this thing. I am old. Let me stop. No, I don't know. This is just. I don't know.
This is the ghost in the machine. Yeah, that's how you talked about Halloween, and this is what happened.
I just want to be a jerk, but I kind of felt like
Why does it say that I'm not on?
I don't know what to tell you with this.
Okay, can we each go around and talk about our favorite characters?
Yes, let's do that because I don't know how to turn it off. It's sure.
We're gonna start with Jazz and we'll start down there.
My favorite character was the girl, not the my brain is not working right. It was the girl that with her father and she had to sell the fish.
Oh, Zaylee.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
yes. That's my girl right there. That's my favorite character for sure. She was just from the beginning, when you with the fight and all of that stuff. Like I just liked her energy, her tenacity. You know what I'm saying? She was really she was ready to fight. She was ready for this war. Like she was ready for it. And yeah, I liked everything about her. She was that girl.
I think, I don't know, I liked everybody.
I mean, I like that.
I liked the book. But to be controversial, I guess, I'll go with the 9. And I'll go with him because I feel like a lot of us struggle with something and it was relatable to a degree. Like some of the decision choices what I have made, no, but who's to say that I wouldn't being in that situation? So I felt like out of all of the characters, his was very, to me, dynamic because of all of the layers that he had for himself. Like Zaylee, she knew who she was, and Amari, she knew who she was. Zane knew who he was. Like everybody knew who they were and who and what side they stood on. He was the one in the middle trying to figure out where. Like he was in this gray area, so I'm gonna say I'm gonna go with him.
Yeah, I'm gonna say. I just thought you had something else behind that.
I mean, I can say a lot.
I'm gonna go with what Jasmine said. Zilly, I like her character. I like the resentment that she showcased in the book. I like the fact that you could see like yourself in her character. Just all the things, the attributes that she was doing in the book, but. I think that character kind of just stuck out more to me, and I kind of was more relatable for me.
All right, I'm going to go so off script, and I'm going to go with Mama Agba. And I choose her because number one, what a surprise that she was a Magi the whole time. The whole time, and with Zele, would she have accomplished what she was able to accomplish if Mama Agba had not been teaching them patience? And she said, okay, even when she graduated her, she said, okay. She's like, I'm gonna give you this stay. And she was like, so you can fight. You proved that you could fight. But she's like, you gotta know when to
fight, right?
No, I think she said you can win, but you gotta know when to fight. And that brings it back to some of the things you were saying about the political climate and what we should do with our actions and being intentional. Like we know we could fight, but we ain't gotta fight every damn battle. Every battle is not ours to fight.
So we'll force when we're together.
Like, let's decide which things are most important and most impactful to us. And when I say us, I'm not just talking about Black people. It could be women, depending on whatever the issue is. Like, let's decide which things are most impactful so we can channel all of our energy in that direction. And like, so sometimes it got to be that training ground. It got to be that training ground. It got to be that calm to like, let's really look at this. Let's study it. Let's understand who our opponent is. Let's look at where we can win, how we can win before we decide to fight. So I like Mama Agba.
For sure.
And just thinking about Amari, because remember she grew up in the palace, so she was able to think, because adversaries, let's say, if we're going to say adversaries, we'll say the King Saran and Anan, being that he was floating back and forth, she knew both of them, right? And now she's on this side. She has access to both sides of the problem. Like she knows the issues. She knows how to what's the word I'm looking for? She knows how to visually see what they're doing over here. Like she knows what her dad moves are or we're going to be. So how to anticipate an attack or whatnot. And I think the part that I was going to say, because when you said, you know, after the fact, it's just the fact that, like, the fact that he could create a dreamscape was very, like, for me, was like kind of cool. Because it was like, you know, when she had gotten taken, he's like, he couldn't help her to a degree, even though I felt like you could have just slit his throat. But, you know, again, that's your father, right? Yeah. And even when it came down to Amari killing, she did not want to kill him. And she, like, resisted. But then she realized he didn't care. She had to. She said he made his choice and I had to make mine. Mm-hmm. It was either me or you. But I know I'll be a better queen. Right. Yeah. And she said that. And so, but she's like, you trained me to be this way. So I'm using you against you, basically. But I think for me, the best part was, like, you know, she's going through this torture and he was like, I have to do something. And he took her consciousness out of her body for her just to, like, hey, your body's going to suffer until I can get you out there, but at least you won't physically be there to a degree to really suffer. Like, that's, you know, so I felt like, you know, him being able to do that. And I'm still trying to understand his power, like, because he was a connector, but, like, what really was his power. And I think, and that's why I want to go into the next book. And I might, you know, read that on my own, or, you know, whatever, might do a little brief book club, but I really want to know, like, what his, like, power is, because I'm pretty sure he's not dead. You know, I'm pretty sure he was able to heal from that wound. I want to see Amari, what she does. I want to see what Zaylee does. And yeah, like, I just kind of want to see, like, I promise y'all, like, that book, I read literally every aspect of the book, like, beginning to end. Like, I did not want it to end. It was a 17-hour read, and I wanted more. And I like, to me, I felt like this was, like, for me, it was really the best book that we read this year, in my opinion. It was very animated.
I was going to say, it was the most entertaining, for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I could visually see it.
It was the most entertaining.
Like Dune and those types of movies. Like, I could see it being a really great visual.
Yeah, and so
kind of like Black Panther.
But see, and then when I saw who they have scripted for the role, it's pretty much the same the Black Panther cast. So I was like, so I don't know if that's true or not. But when I researched it, they do have a contract to Disney. Actually, is contracted to make this film. Cool. I'm hoping Disney, you better not let me down, okay? Because the way I visioned this movie, it better be.
Who did Wakanda?
Disney. Yeah, I'm saying y'all need to stay exactly, but I'm saying y'all have a standard. Y'all have set a standard, and this book in itself has a standard. But then, I guess, you know, I have one more question, and I think you know, unless y'all have something that y'all want to ask or talk about, but how did y'all feel about? Like, okay, we talked briefly earlier about it being science fiction, but then you have romance aspects to it. Mm-hmm. Like, you know, do y'all feel that that's necessary in a book? Like, do we always need?
I don't think we always need romance, but I think that some people like to see it. Mm-hmm.
It's just
I could have lived without it. Yeah, I could have lived without it. Mm-hmm. I could have definitely lived without the romance.
The graphic detail.
I would rather, Lord, I would have, like, a nice little touch of it, but not too much.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. See, some people don't mind. I could have, like, no romance at all would have been fine with me. I just think that the story itself was enough. Mm-hmm. Like, the story was enough. It didn't need that. Mm-hmm. It didn't. I don't feel like it needed that at all. It could
have had a smidge of it. It just went too far.
That's what I said. Just a little bit.
I feel like
it started getting too graphic, and I was like,
it was
what
too
genre
graphic.
Is this?
Yeah, I just could have lived. Yeah, I mean,
and I think for me,
unless you were teeing it up for them to have a baby together and it's going to be the most powerful creature.
Oh,
have a purpose to it.
Right.
Yeah. But, you know,
exactly.
But, you know, like, I feel like in this instance, to a degree, like, I get it. Like, when we're telling a story and we're talking about lives, all of us in our own journeys equally might have had some relationship along the way, right? Either been a boyfriend, fiance, husband, or something. We've all in our own personal journey has had a relationship.
He was trying to kill her.
I mean, but
like, how long
listen,
ago? It wasn't even a moon ago.
Yeah, but
he
you know,
was trying to kill you.
That's what. Listen, that yes, girl. That was
not her talking in the book.
Give me a break.
It wasn't even a moon ago.
It was like 2 weeks. It wasn't even 2 weeks.
It wasn't.
Come on now.
Girl, listen.
Don't make someone so
you
powerful and reduce her to some hormones. I didn't like that.
Well, I mean, I feel
he
like
was trying to kill her.
Yeah, but I feel like but I think when it came down to them having to work together to get their siblings, like, hey, your sister. I mean, I don't know. So what do y'all think about that part? I mean, because that's where they had.
She had time to develop her like for Amari. That developed over time. Amari had already proven herself. She done escaped with the damn scroll. So she was already had positive intent from the beginning.
Yeah.
Dude was chasing you in your damn dreams, choking you out.
Right.
And now it's been 2 weeks.
And now you like him real bad. Please.
Like, so no.
I mean, he jumped in front of fire.
I don't care.
Okay. And
jump in front of it again.
Oh, shit. But you know what? I think it was just the fact that, like, maybe just two passionate people in their own opposite passions, and that passion equaled that fuel for them. I don't know. Like, I mean, I think that because when I was redoing, because I'm telling y'all, this book had me doing way more research than I normally have done for the last books. I'm not even gonna lie. I was like,
you tell me if it was strategic, and she was like, yo, I'm gonna make him fall for this. Because I know he's powerful. He can get all in my head. He can find me anywhere I am. And she being strategic and saying, yeah, let me get him.
Let me find a man like that.
Let me hem him up. Then make her a warrior. Make her what she is. Don't make it sound like she just couldn't control her.
Right.
Not a good way. Like, wait till
no.
Yeah.
No. That just wasn't believable. It wasn't believable.
I don't know. I mean, maybe I have like the next book that I read or we read as a club, we got to do a romance, like an actual romance, like I don't know. Because I don't know, like for me, and maybe this my little crazy. It's a little touch a tad bit crazy, but you in my dreams, dude. You come and find me, and like I like that. Like that's how obsessed you need to be with me.
Y'all just hear her? You coming in my dreams? You choking me out?
I like that.
In a good way.
In a good way.
I mean, not currently. I have to let things heal, but
why they gotta heal?
Just own it. Own who you are, girl.
I am more myself than I ever been. Okay, choke me, because
Lord,
I ain't gonna die. I'm not gonna die in my dream. At least I don't think so. I mean, the passion, the fight, like life is boring. Come on, let's shoot. Let's go sword fighting.
The views of Desiree do not necessarily reflect the views of BrwnGrlz Bookclub.
Not too much,
especially not in my dreams trying to kill me. Like that's I mean, I don't mind if you in my dreams, but like if you're actively trying to kill me in all my dreams, I'm probably gonna stay away from it. Like I don't think that would be something. I don't know. I'd be a little bit too scared.
You gotta be Freddy Krueger for me, boo.
I mean, you already the way the book was written, it was from each character's perspective.
Yeah, I like.
I would have liked if she would have cut back to Zelly and been like, yeah, I need to get him hemmed up because he is so powerful until before he realizes how powerful he is, and then falls back into his ways. Let me get him. Like you could have did that. You could have threw that in.
So
there.
you did bring up another thing that I wanted to talk about, and the fact that like you had Zelly. Like she did talk about him in different persons, but you had Zeely in the next chapter is Zeely again, and then the next chapter is Zeely. Like why couldn't that just all be Zeely?
One chapter.
like
that was. I don't know why they did that.
And it's like 2 minutes. Some of the chapters is 2 minutes. Now, it was 85 chapters.
I know.
85. I said when I first looked, I said, "Who the fuck picked this book?" I was so mad because I thought it was the group. We voted. We put it. Yeah, we voted. And people had.
Well, whose book was it?
I put the book.
You put the book in. Okay.
I ain't know it wasn't sci-fi. I ain't know it was that long.
Yeah, and I
said my research before I suggested.
I mean, but you know what? It was a very enjoyable. It was a very. But see, here's my thing. It was a very enjoyable 17 hours.
Amen.
I'm going to. It's 17 hours. It was a very enjoyable 17 hours. Like if this was 17 hours of something else, I promise y'all, I would have got the cliff notes and I'd act like I knew everything about this book because I'm not reading it.
Well, I always want to be fair because we talked a lot about what we like about the book, except for this whole romance thing. Obviously, we differ on that. There was definitely another part of the book that I felt kind of challenged on. What did y'all think about the entire arena situation to get the sandstone? Like sacrificing, like bring that up to current times, like knowingly sacrificing people for a goal. Like they clearly knew they would have to kill the, I don't know, enslaved people on the other ships, but it was for a greater good, right?
Right.
I still felt challenged by that. What did y'all think about the part about the stadium and having to kill everyone else on the other ships and knowing that it was your people?
Well, it took me back, like one of my favorite movies is Gladiator. Like, and so it took me back to that, like, you know, he in Gladiator, he, you know, had to kill to get to a certain point so he could actually get the person that he wanted to kill. And then that goes back into psychology when we talk about the kill one to save 100 or kill 100 to save one. And so it's like, that's like an age old tale, like less, and not even like, you know, and I'm probably, I don't know what content, if they're going to lock our content up or not, but, you know, we think about the situations that just previously happened with Charlie Kirk or them trying to assassinate Trump, right? I don't condone murder, you know, on any level or whatnot, but like you have movies that depicted going back in time and killing people off before things happen, right?
But see, I see that different though, because these were her people. Like she stopped and gave them water and whatnot. They were enslaved. Like she talked a lot about how she didn't want to be sold into the, what do they call them? The camps, whatever it was.
Stocks.
The stocks. You know, so for her to be very intentional about making a decision, she knew she had to kill them. And at the end of the day, right? Fast forward, it was positive because it shut the whole thing down. They didn't have any goal. But she didn't know that was going to happen. And she still made a decision. And so what do y'all think about her character in making a decision to basically sacrifice some of the very people that she supposedly was trying to bring magic back for?
Well, I mean, just like Desiree said, especially in books, like in books or like movies like this, it's kind of, you know, kill one, save 100, you know,
kill or be killed.
So I mean, it sometimes is necessary and theoretically speaking, not in real lifetime. Like I'm just saying it. So in a time like in times like this, like right now, presently, right? No, I don't think that that should even be an option. When it comes to that, just like I guess that would be like what's going on in you know, in Gaza and stuff like that, right? It's a lot of sacrificing going on. So I don't feel like that is necessary. Again, it's just kind of like right is right and wrong is wrong. I don't feel like all of that is necessary to get your point across or for you to come to like a common ground, because at the end of the day, everybody is not going to get exactly what they want all the time. It's just not realistic and it's not a thing. So like you have to be willing to compromise, and it can't be my way or the highway type situation for everything. So no, I don't think that somebody or anybody should have to be killed present day time in order for anything to happen or for things to move forward. Now in the book, 100%, because I like a good you know, thrilling type situation. Get them out of here. We got to get everybody else through. You know what I'm saying?
But even like the symbolism in that, right? Like everyone was there, and what were they all trying to fight for? They were trying to fight for the gold, and I don't know, the stone of immortality or whatever.
But I mean, they should have been willing to sacrifice themselves so that everybody else can get the powers back.
Just to piggyback off what you said, it's sad that like situations happen currently where people actually move on it now, you know, starting a hate bill or a hate crime. And it's sad that we have to get to that point where someone has to sacrifice their life or lose their life just for society to wake up and say, okay, this is a problem.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay. So we're going to bring it up.
Okay.
We're going to bring it up. But just real quick to touch on it, because I think even at the end of that kind of segment, she actually said a statement like, even though the Magi that were on their particular boat ship that won, they were saved, right? And they got all this gold, but she was like, was it worth it for them to have the thoughts and the memory of having to kill others like themselves in the process?
Right.
But if we relate it to current times, are there not people who seek favor from the current presidential cabinet,
definitely,
that we might on the surface say, okay, well, you're going against your people to gain favor. So what's your goal?
Right.
Like, what's your end goal? So I feel like people do still make those decisions today.
Oh, absolutely.
To step outside of their
absolutely
group,
100%.
because
100%.
they truly believe in their hearts they have this goal of they want to make our country better, and that they might see a path in making the country better and aligning themselves with someone who clearly doesn't value them.
Yeah,
I'm like trying to fix this.
And I mean that's I mean that is sad. I mean at the end of the day, you know what I mean? Especially if you're when you're trying to get close to somebody who really could probably care to, you know, don't care about you for real. Yeah, like you just another body.
Number,
yeah, you know what I mean? And at the snap of a finger, you can be gone, because you see how that be going. You know what I'm saying? It's a rotating door around that mug. You know what I mean?
We have a senator who might have tried to position himself for some favor and wasn't given a cabinet position. So at the end of the day, was it truly you aligning someone else to put yourself in a position?
Yeah, I mean, but that's selfishness.
Or were you in actuality being leveraged and used to help persuade others to that cause?
Right.
So I feel like it's relatable to now as well.
For sure. Absolutely. But then were they really doing that because they thought that they were doing something for other people? Yeah, that they were going to do good, or was it exactly?
I don't know. We might have to ask that.
Because this is how I feel about it. If you are willing,
you're supposed to be doing stuff for other people,
right?
Not for yourself.
But if you're willing to sacrifice people in that way, or make yourself try to look like something that you know you're not.
Yeah.
How can you honestly say that you're doing it for other people?
Mm-hmm. It's not.
It gotta be for yourself. It ain't for nobody else.
Right. I mean, honestly, that might be true across the board. We would like to think our elected officials enter into politics because they want to make an impact. They want to make a difference in people's lives.
I'm sure that some of them do.
Right.
Yeah, for sure.
In their constituents' lives. But some of them, you're right.
Just very selfish.
A title? Is it just their own ambition? Right. I think that probably at every level of politics, there's a question.
Absolutely. At every level.
Yes.
Every single one. And sometimes the selfish ones kick the door in.
Yeah.
I mean, but then I think, like, when we talk about these things, right? We talk about the type of people that get things done, right? Like, I think when we look at the people in certain fields, they have a certain personality type, or they have a certain, like, you know, I don't know the word that I'm looking for exactly, but like even in business, entrepreneurship, whatever, they're like, hey, you're going to have to be a selfish person. You're going to have to be this. You're going to have to be that. And a lot of people aren't going to understand why you're moving the way that you move, because you know the direction of what you're trying to gain. Like, for instance, like going into a job, right? You're going in a job. Your main objective is to make money for you to pay your bills, or you might have a mom who's sick, or a child, or something like that. So your objective is going in for that. And then everybody at the job is like, we're all going to boycott today for whatever. But you're like, I can't afford to boycott, because guess what? I have to pay these bills, right? I don't have PTO. I don't have these things. I need my hours. But then, you know, so it's like, I'm moving selfishly. You don't understand why I'm moving, but I'm moving selfishly to you because I'm moving for me. You know, and to be funny, man, I saw something with Whitney Houston. It was a throwback. She was like, I love you, but I don't live for you. You know, so it's like, you know, when you're looking at all of these people, do we really know what their motives are? No. Can we say, like, in, let's say, Trump's world, like it appears like, they say if it, quacks like a duck and walks like a duck, is a duck, right? But in certain instances, I've seen where the things that the very people that he said that he was helping, he's blown back in their face. Like, and then when we look at some of I'm not a Trump supporter, y'all, whatever, but I'm just saying, like, whatever, like, I look at things, or I try to look at things in a whole, like, what is the real move on the table? What's the real play? Like, when we're looking at a lot of things that, like, redlining and things that have been put in place to help us advance, and it still has held us back as a people, then what if all of these things eradicated and we actually truly have to go for merit? Because when we had to go for merit, we were building our own tables. We had our own laundromats. We had our own stores. We had our own grocery stores. We had our own banks. We had our own thing, right? And we were able to, at that point would have been able to create generational wealth. But when we allow things to come in place and in integration, then now we stop shopping with our people. We stop doing these things. And a lot of businesses dwindled. A lot of things stopped for our community. And in the sake of let's doing this way, right? So like, again, like, I try to look at things in various ways, because again, and when I posed the question earlier, is this our fight? Is this something that we should be avidly working towards to fix? Or should we just let it happen?
It goes back to what I kind of started with. Like, unfortunately, fear is an easier and a greater motivator. So when you have like this disparate group of people that have different motivations that they're looking for, you can pull on that fear thread and it'll flow through all of those groups, right? They're coming for your homes, they're coming for your guns, safety, right? A loss of safety. Like, that's an easy fear thread to pull on. People want to feel safe, right? I think it's more challenging on the positive side to try to motivate people collectively, right? And you can align it back to the book, right? You got the people that have the fire people, the healers, you got all these, to try to find like a thread of commonality that will motivate them all and bring them all together. Now the book simplifies, it's about bringing magic back. So that was something that could affect all of them. But I think the challenging thing is some people, they might say, okay, they're motivated by making more money. Some people aren't. Some people are motivated by, they want safety, right? Some people don't really care about that. Like, so how do we find that thread to pull everyone along, to motivate everyone to take action, to motivate everyone to vote in a certain direction? Because there's going to be like a lot of different voices, right? And I think that was part of the challenge for the Democratic Party, right? And whether, it was Biden or putting up Kamala, like, you're only addressing certain constituents and what they, but that wasn't a broad pull everyone along with. And it's hard to fight against that message of fear. Because you could pull everybody, with that, right? And that's what I feel like is a challenge. And I'm very center. That's what I feel like is a challenge for the liberals that, unfortunately, conservatives are doing a better job of. Because it's easy for them to tap into that fear. And so if the liberals don't want to be a party of fear, then y'all got to find a common thread. Y'all got to find a common thread for the person growing up in New York. Y'all got to find a common thread with the person in the middle of Kansas. Y'all got to find a common thread with somebody up in Seattle. Like, it's more challenging. It's more challenging to address all those different parties and what's important to them in their environment, in their culture, where they are. Everyone wants to be able to provide and support their family. Y'all got to figure out a way to say that message that is not so urban leaning. The majority of our country is not urban. Does not live in, like, what about the whole center of the country? Like, that's where I feel like liberals are losing. Like, y'all don't have a message for everyone. That's you don't have a message for everyone. And until you do so, then that fear message is going to win every time.
Well, I think it's been an hour. Y'all have anything that y'all want to talk about? Because I feel like, let's talk
more about this choking in your image.
Oh my gosh.
I'm joking.
So whoever's out there, come in her dreams tonight. She
Know what to do.
Says she wants.
I mean,
to be.
apparently she likes it. So
Listen,
you're all invited if you're into it.
Hey. First of all, you got to be 6'3".
Oh, okay.
Okay, we got.
Oh, it's a criteria.
It's criteria.
Okay,
It's
got it,
my
got it,
dreams.
got it.
Listen, I have a gatekeeper at my door. Okay, and it says turn around.
What if he's 6'3" with little hands?
Oh,
Ooh,
my.
that's weird. What is that?
I mean, he's like,
I would be so mad about
Ah,
that.
girl,
That would piss me off
bitch,
so
I will
bad.
wake
Like,
up. I will just wake up. I
That
will
would
wake
piss
up,
me off.
and I'll
He's
just
like, hey, girl, it's
Right.
smoke in your.
Oh my god.
and like this. Ooh,
Don't
scrolling
wake
up. I'm just gonna watch TV and go
That
and
would
try
make me
again.
so
look,
mad.
Try
that's where
again.
you ready to go sleep? No.
No, hell no. I gotta make sure he awake.
Right.
I'm suspicious of the man whose hands are too soft. I'm just,
Oh my
that means they're
god.
not hard worker. No,
baby, why
right.
your hands so soft?
I don't know. I mean,
You like a man with soft hands? Oh, Lord.
I don't. I mean,
No,
but I don't
not
know. I
worker.
mean, because
She wants to be choked with soft, butter soft hands.
I mean, why would I
Shape
want
of her.
calluses scratching me up? You know
That's
what I'm
the beauty
saying?
of it.
What the fuck is you talking about?
She wants a
I
soft.
mean, not necessarily calluses.
Girl,
but-
you do this, you walk around, they be like, what happened to you?
I broke out.
like, what happened to your
I mean,
neck?
definitely don't
Damn.
need to have calluses on your hands.
I mean, Jesus.
I mean,
like,
She's a
sir.
hard worker.
Yeah, okay. Mhm.
I don't want them to be softer than mine, or
Well,
smaller
yeah, I
than
mean,
mine.
yeah, like, and I got pretty big hands, y'all. So he has to be a man. I'm so serious. Look at this. Shut up.
Oh my God.
Let me see how big your hands
We've
is.
done this 8 minutes.
Okay,
Okay,
let's
do
do
my
it.
hand one more time.
See,
Each
your hands
person
got to
is-
be
Each
bigger.
person is entitled to their preferences.
Mhm, yeah, you need-
Whether it's tall with soft.
I didn't say soft handed. Like, what's medium? Like medium rare?
Is that a thing?
I mean, like in the middle.
Medium rare.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got like my hands aren't super soft, but you know what I'm saying? Like they could be. Shut up, Sierra. Oh my God! Like
Yeah.
I'm saying, like you could be this feel. Like I don't want.
No, I don't want no man's hands that feel
I
that soft.
pass. So you want them to match your hands?
Absolutely.
No,
not.
I mean, or bigger.
I don't want them to be
Is
that
mine
soft.
soft?
No, girl. Ooh, they sweaty.
Oh
What is
my
happening?
god.
I don't like sweaty hands.
Me neither. Oh Lord, I said this conversation can go way left because I'm like, what are they sweating on top of? But anyways,
I don't mind a little sweet.
now,
Just like regular day, like hands sweaty, like
Oh
no.
no.
I'm talking about
Oh.
like something else.
Oh God! I think it's time
Sorry.
to wrap this up.
Oh, we're getting a little flustered in here. Did you turn the air on? Yes. But anyways, you guys, I hope y'all enjoyed the book. Again, I'm gonna try to add the Audible code. Make sure that you guys, if you're interested in reading books, Audible, y'all, I'm telling you, it's a lifesaver. Like, if you
It's
don't have the
key.
time to actually sit and read a book like Shani does, I commend her because I don't know. She literally.
We had a lot of time though.
Well, maybe we could post something like when we post this, because I like have, and I think you kind of posted about it a little bit too. Like, since we're going to be gone
Mhm.
for this season, like a book that we're going to read. Like,
Oh,
during our
individually,
time.
yeah. Like, yeah, we can do
I
that.
definitely have a book that I want to read.
I have
to just dig into it.
I got
I
4
already
books
shared my
right
book with
now.
you guys.
Yeah, I got like 4 or 5 books lined up, and I know that the way I be reading sometimes, like this book, I didn't start this book until Thursday, so I read like 3-4 hours of the book, and I kind of split it up. But I did it. I read majority. I read like 8 hours yesterday, y'all. I was in it, and I was like, oh, I was supposed to be doing.
That's good. That's good.
I was like, yeah.
The flow of the book was good.
Good.
It was
Yeah.
really good.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah.
It was
So
really good.
books like that, I love. Like I can get into it. Now I do like motivational stuff, and of course every year I wrap my year with The Alchemist, The 4 Agreements, and the oh my God, well the 48 Laws of Power, and then it's Joe Dispenza. Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself. So
Yeah.
those are books that I end my year with every year because of the fact of the messaging that
some
I want to
books.
keep
Mhm.
programmed. I want to keep myself programmed going into the next year.
Mhm.
So yeah, but again, you guys, for you guys that have watched, thank you. For you guys
Thank
that
y'all
are
for
watching
joining.
the replay, thank you. We'll of course be back next year, bigger, better, better, of course, because that's what we do. Like y'all can go back and look at all of our previous seasons. This is getting better and better. So make sure you guys share, like, subscribe to our YouTube channel, share with your friends, come on along to our Facebook, Instagram, and everything. Oh Lord, that hurt. So again, we read Children of Blood and Bone by Tomi Adeyemi. Definitely check that out. Audible, of course, or purchase. And again, it's been real. Let me see. Y'all, I'm a horrible producer. It's so many things I was supposed to show y'all.
It's okay.
Mm-hmm.
What about thanking our sponsors?
Yeah. And bye.
A big thanks to our advertising sponsors and to you, our viewers, for being part of this journey. We can't wait to see you next time.